not some cold-blooded psycho.
Serial killer TV shows on Netflix capture viewers' attention by delving into murder mysteries and the minds of these criminals. The growing fascination with true crime and unsolved cases has led to a wealth of content exploring both real and fictional serial killers. This genre's enduring popularity means there are always new and compelling shows to watch, making serial killer TV series a top choice for Netflix binge-watching. With that said, we bring you the 7 best serial killer TV shows that are available to stream on Netflix right now. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell to stay updated with more exciting content. Number 1. Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer Story. The best of the best serial killer TV shows on Netflix is Ryan Murphy's Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer Story. Starring Evan Peters as the well-known cannibal and serial murderer, Monster follows Dahmer's crimes in a non-linear fashion, depicting the horrifying murders in excruciating detail. The show is not an easy watch, to say the least, as it's a highly graphic program that recounts terrifying and heinous acts of violence. In addition, the Ryan Murphy TV show explores social issues like how white privilege affected the case, and if police had taken the words of his neighbors seriously, it could have saved several of his victims. Between its stellar cast and intriguing storyline, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer Story is easily the best serial killer TV show on Netflix. Number 2. Mindhunter. An interesting combination of fiction and true crime in one of the best serial killer TV shows on Netflix. What made Mindhunter fascinating during its run was that the characters from the show were actors playing real-life serial killers. Set in 1979, Mindhunter follows FBI Special Agents Holden Ford and Bill Tench, a duo who interview imprisoned serial killers to get inside the minds of active murderers and solve cases currently ongoing. The casting was so brilliant that fans had a tough time separating the fact that they weren't actually seeing the real Charles Manson or Edmund Kemper on screen. Unfortunately, the series ends on a cliffhanger and was never renewed for a 3rd season for unspecified reasons.
We've got 19 dead black children.
Number 3. The Serpent. A joint production between Netflix and BBC One, The Serpent is inspired by real events but is a fictional account of the French serial killer Charles Sobhraj. Sobhraj murdered tourists in Thailand, particularly backpackers, in the 1970s. The 8-part miniseries chronicles the escalation of Sobhraj's crimes from thief and scam artists to serial murderer. It also is told in a non-linear fashion, with the audience seeing his crimes play out in the 1970s while also seeing an investigation taking place after the fact. Though the pacing of the series is a little slow, it's still one of the best serial killer shows on Netflix because of the stellar acting from Tahar Rahim in the leading role.
The Serpent, Asia's most notorious killer.
Number 4. Somebody. Somebody is a fictional South Korean drama series that explores the concept of a serial killer using modern technology to locate victims. In the series, the killer utilizes a social app to find potential victims and unexpectedly connects with the app's developer. The app's creator coincidentally happens to be friends with a police detective who is investigating the case. While many modern crime stories have dedicated at least one episode to the role of social media in criminal activities, Somebody takes a more in-depth approach by making it the central theme of the entire series. Number 5. Slasher. This anthology series centers on a different story each season. While it originally premiered on Chiller, the first 3 seasons are available on Netflix, with the 4th available on Shudder. By allowing each season to focus on a different story, it's like 3 of the best serial killer shows on Netflix in one. Each season takes the stereotypical setting and tropes of a slasher movie and brings a fresh story to it. The first is a small town with copycat killings from the main character's past. The second is former camp counselors picked off after hiding a secret death. Season 3 features a killer taking revenge on those complicit in the death of a man the year before. Each season is an extended horror movie with a different kind of slasher serial killer.
That's what this is about.
Number 6. Somewhere Between. Somewhere Between is more science fiction than true crime, but its mystery surrounds that of a serial killer. It's a great concept for a series that involves a timeline reset for people who have knowledge of the future. A news producer's daughter is the victim of a serial killer she's been reporting on, and when her grief turns to tragedy, she finds her timeline reset to the week before her daughter's death. One of her only allies is a detective who experienced a similar reset. Though the series was canceled after 10 episodes, it provided a unique trip through a mystery where certain pieces were already known by the audience. Number 7. You. What makes Joe Goldberg so captivating is that, despite having killed and kidnapped multiple people, he believes that he is inherently good and that the person drove him to do what he did. Definitely one of the best fictional serial killer TV shows on Netflix, You makes this clear by giving viewers a glimpse into Joe's inner thoughts via an ongoing internal monologue of him justifying his moves to himself. Joe has an obsessive personality, and, when he finds the object of his affection and desire, it can make him do just about anything. As the show progresses, he gets worse and worse, and, even though Joe is a very disturbed individual, he manages to come across as charming and likable to others. In fact, You even manages to present thought-provoking quotes about love and life, both from Joe and other supporting characters. If you like a video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.